Ain't nobody, ain't nobody, oh, ain't nobody else like me. Hey guys, what's up? Wow, what a crazy 10 months it's been, 11 months now since the start of COVID. So, just wanted to create this video to kind of speak out to some of y'all and my best country accent I can do. And just to get in, touch bases with you guys because I feel like a lot of times, I put out my music, I put out my videos, I put all the stuff, and I'm kind of like still in the background. I don't get to 100% connect to everyone, and so I'm gonna change that this year. I'm going to start making these videos and making more of a two-way dialogue between me and you, so that we can connect a little bit more, and I like that. So anyway, let's talk about what's been going on. So yeah, I mean, as some of you may know, I'm a music producer, DJ, and I got a bunch of different projects going on at the moment, and I'm also big in the solar industry, and my career in solar has been going on for nearly a decade now. And wow, man, it's been one crazy year, and having to adapt to a lot of things, having to constantly be on the guard and keep your ahead of from what you know calamities could happen, I guess, and not just with COVID, but in business and music and things alike. So I wanted to just do this video to one, make an update on what I'm doing, and let you guys know there's more of these videos coming, and two, just give you a little bit more of a background on some of the changes that's been happening in our industry if you don't know, and just to give you more of a clarification of kind of where I'm coming from with this. So, as you know, the entertainment industry has probably been hit the hardest throughout all of the sectors that COVID did impact. And, a lot of what we've been having to do as musicians is switch over to online platforms, such as the one I'm talking to you on right now. And, it's been good for a lot of people. I've loved it. I wish I, you know, this year, last year, I've been working so damn hard on putting out original music that I didn't get to stream as much as I wanted to. But I think this year I'm going to do a little bit more streaming and just, be more one on one with you guys, which I wasn't really so much in the past. I was kind of more in the background, man behind the curtains, or the Wizard of Oz, pulling a bunch of pipes and the organ behind the screen kind of thing. So, um, so yeah, let's talk about what's been going on with me first. So I put out an album, my third one, in November of 2020, which was a month and a half ago, and had 10 tracks on it, and it seemed to go out pretty well. And I'm still following up some follow up content with that. I'm hoping to have another music video out uh, on one of the tracks on that album here soon. I'm working on Groove Conductor content, which is another one of my side projects I started last year that was birthed out of a live stream, actually. And, you know, I think that's going to be a cool festival gig once I really get that polished. It's far from a polished project right now, but it will get there. And then I've, have been actually integrating a couple of new instruments into my studio. One of them, as you can see here, that's the ASM Hydrosynth by Shun Sound Machines. That's actually one of the probably sickest synths right now that you can find. I also got a new Roland SEO2 mono synth that has been just massively improving my sound design game in a lot of my basses and leads that you're hearing on a lot of my new tracks. So yeah, just so much going on. I also midied my entire studio together, which was really cool. I can play any instrument from anyone now, and they all communicate together. So yeah, it's been more than I can keep up with, which is a good thing. It's good problems to have. So definitely not complaining on that. But beyond that, I took maybe about a month and a half, about a month off, just kind of just to clear my head and finish up any loose ends I had. And a couple of those things I wanted to do was just create some new side projects with this. And I think one of the things I'm going to do is start doing a two-way dialogue show with interviews and just talking to you guys more like this, with a beer in my hand, and getting more familiar with you, getting more familiar with me, and me getting more familiar with my fan base, essentially. So this is my studio, as you guys can see. This is my I guess music production studio. This is where I do all of my hardcore audio production stuff. I do some video production stuff in here, not a whole lot. Um, but this is for the main of music creation that all happens in here. I have another studio, which is an adjacent room from here that's more for my video production stuff, the green screen kind of stuff that you'll see in some other videos that I do. And then I have another studio, which you guys have seen in my live performance shows with Magic Sound Radio. That was like a stage setup with lighting and stuff like that. And that's kind of in my living room area. So a lot to do, a lot of fun stuff, and definitely not slowing down at all this year. I want to keep this train going, and I'm really excited to have you guys on. Um, I started a record label in 2019 called Outer Limits Music. That was an extremely huge progression, and just me taking over full control of not only my own music, but having the business skills to be able to handle um, other people's music as well has been a huge blessing. I've gotten to deal with some of my friends' great work, other artists that are half a world away from here, and just collaborated with some really good side trance and house artists this year. That's been a blessing to have. So definitely looking forward to growing that label more this year. But it's not a race. It's a slow progression in time. That's how I've always viewed it. So yeah, wonderful stuff. And so one of the biggest things I wanted to do was honestly also explain to you guys, how big of an impact the entertainment industry has taken in the last 10 months. And most people are laid off right now. They can't work. Musicians can't go out and sing or perform in many venues because they're shut down right now. Especially where I'm at in California, where we've been locked down for 2 months. Locked down, as in saying, people are still getting away with doing things, but I mean, you can't really go anywhere right now. So we've gone to virtual and Twitch and streaming, and it's been beautiful. One of the music scenes I'm involved with was also the bass music scene. Seems to be it's all electronic, but they're highly diverse in the different scenes that they are in. So you have the trance music scene, you have the bass music scene, you have the house music scene, and even though they're all umbrella underneath, I guess, electronic music, they're entirely different subsets of people that you meet. So I've been actually very fortunate to watch some of my friends on the Wormhole out of Oakland um, go from a fully in-person venue that was every Wednesday night to every Wednesday night now being a fully live stream on Twitch kind of thing. And it's been beautiful for them to watch because they've grown from it. And it's been great. So if you're a musician out there right now, and if you haven't taken um, advantage of these new opportunities that we have as musicians, now is definitely the time to do it, because eventually platforms such as Facebook is going to put up a paywall where they will start charging for events and things like that. So use it while it's free right now, because like anything good, doesn't always last forever. So, but essentially, I'm still on the train here, pushing forward. I'm going to be releasing new music coming probably in the spring. I'm just kind of getting my head wrapped around what I really want to do in the next couple of months going forward. Music production is a big one, but I also want to kind of just push, create more of just a talk show too, in terms of gear interviews for new gear, artist spotlights, that kind of thing as well. Because one of the things I do actually really good is talk. My whole entire life, I've been told I talk too much, and at least in my childhood, I was a pain in the ass, and now in my adulthood, I literally get paid for it. So I was literally told by several people I have the gift of gab. So there we go. So I want to bring this also out because I don't think I've come out and actually done one of these in, like I said earlier, in probably about 2 years. It's not that I'm camera shy or anything. It's just really the fact that I just haven't really put the time to focus on a lot of this stuff because I feel like I need to be grinding in the studio or grinding on some project or grinding on making something happen. I feel like for a long time this was almost like you know a waste of time, but it's not, and I see that now. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I have more music videos to be popping out here soon, more artists coming out on the label, and ultimately, I think I'm going to start posting some of my solar stuff on my YouTube channel now through Magik Plan. Um, if it gets to it be a lot of content, I may split it up into another channel and put all my solar stuff on that. But honestly, I'm sure you guys will actually like to see some of my renewable energy stuff and solar and batteries and backups and the stuff I do with my day job because it is quite interesting and it does bleed into the music because, well, at some of the largest music festivals, we do use renewable energy, such as like Burning Man and Lightning in a Bottle. Solar and wind is being used in the mix of their power there to bring you guys good music. So ultimately, everything I do kind of blends into each other. And the past decade, I've been really making sure that kind of all happens. So it has been a ton of work. It has been nothing. It's been short of easy, but I've been doing it, and I feel like I'm starting to kind of understand and mastery it both in music and the solar world. So thank you for sticking with me for this time, and I think I'm gonna have more of structuralized content to come out probably within the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna try to stream at least probably once or twice a week. Even if they're just little updates like this to give you guys something. But ultimately, waiting for big productions just to put out on YouTube is kind of be something I'm going to be going away from and doing shorter things as well as my longer and more elaborate productions that I usually have been putting out. So I hope all of you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are safe and, keep pushing. I know a lot of you are struggling out there and I feel you. And, we all are in this together and you're absolutely not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. These are times that we're going to get through and things are going to be better. I wish all of you well. Thank you for listening to this. And again, my name is Magik Plan. Garrett Jones. Take care.